And welcome. We're along with our guest, Jack Dilday of our program here on YHC Kingdom News Now. And Jack, it's good to have you back with us.
It's great to be here. It's always good to be here in the studio with you, Tyler.
Sure. And we're looking forward to another great program this Saturday evening, 9 p.m., which you can watch each Saturday evening here on YHC Kingdom News Now. Saturdays 9 p.m. and weekly, actually daily replays throughout the week to look forward to. So I've got quite a few faces from the Boot Hill area on already,
Yep.
So looking for more to come.
We are excited, like I said before, we're excited to be here in the area, and we have had several guests from the Boot Hill area on the program already the last several weeks, and looking for more. We're always looking for guests. We're always looking for more people that can share the love of Christ and share what Christ has done for them in their life and such. And so we're excited about how everything's going, how the program's doing, and reaching people for Christ.
Sure. And you've been on since May, so it's been a good little time now since you've been on. And if you haven't tuned in, need to try it out, check it out each Saturday morning or Saturday evening for the new program, Saturdays at 9 p.m. And we've got replays pretty much daily throughout the week here on YHC. And basically, your show is just bringing on local people that went through maybe some tough times and some good times and
Right.
everything in between.
Right.
That the Lord and the church communities around have had a lot to do with.
We have the program actually began on the air in Poplar Bluff about 4 years ago, and what we did there was we just started pulling in just everyday common people to share their testimony of what Christ has delivered them from, what He set them free from, and probably for the last several months, maybe close to a year, we've pulled lots of ministers in and pastors in. We would do a pastor periodically, but probably the last several months we've had more pastors and ministers than we have actually guests. But at the same time, in reaching to the new area here in the Boot Hill, sometimes because I'm not originally from the Boot Hill, if I can get the pastor in, they can help me bring people in. And so we've been allowing the pastors to come in on the program with me and just share some, if they got a word or a message to minister, to preach, we usually let them do that for a few minutes. And we've had a great time. It's been fun. You hardly ever are without words when you get two preachers together. And put both of them in front of a camera, they ain't no problem at all.
Yeah.
So the last several weeks we have had some pastors and ministers in on the program and all, and we enjoy that. But we really do like to focus on testimonies of just, like I said, everyday people. Of maybe it could be a tragedy they've been through, it could be a health problem they've dealt with, and God has miraculously healed them, or whatever, or maybe they're still believing God for that healing. But that's kind of what we're about, just uplifting the name of Christ and the news of the kingdom of God.
Sure, that's great, and looking forward to the future programs. And you got one coming up this Saturday. Do you know what we've got coming up this weekend?
We do have a great program this Saturday. Back several weeks ago, I mentioned on the program about I always refer to her as little Holly True Garces because she stands about 4 foot nothing and looks like a little Barbie doll. But she's a beautiful little girl. She's 24 years old. She's not a little girl, but anyway, I've known her most all of her life, and so she's still a little girl to me. But anyway, we have Holly that comes on each week and does a segment called Passion, Presence, and Pearls. And she does a 5 or 6, 7 minute segment in there each week on the program. And this week, I mentioned this several weeks ago, that she's going to start having some guests on her spot. And so this week, I just kind of got a hold of her and said, hey, why don't you do the program this week? I'm introing the program and coming back at the end of the program, but she's really taking the program this week and is doing it. And her guest is Pastor Haskell Martin, pastor of Exciting Living Word Fellowship in Anderson, Missouri, and a great friend of ours. He's actually, at least my spiritual father, and so we've known him for many years. And so we have Holly, who's 20-something years old, and we have Pastor Martin, who has been in the ministry for 40-something years. And so he's, there's quite an age difference between the two. And so I told Holly, I said, what I want you to do is just talk about what can he give this generation. what can he, what is it that just this generation needs to be passed down to? And what can he leave to this generation today? And so that's what they did. And he kind of turned it around on her and said, what does this generation need from us?
Yeah.
And so it's really good. It's a really good program. They just talk about some of the greatest needs that this generation, the young generation today has, as well as what the older generation has been through and what they can leave to this generation today. And so it turned out to be a great program. You'll be blessed by it if you get to catch it this week, 9 o'clock Saturday night, right here at YHCTV. And they both of them did a tremendous job. And Pastor Martin is not really that familiar in sitting in front of a camera talking. He preaches in front of a camera a lot, but he don't just sit and talk in front of a camera a lot. And so anyway, we had a great time recording it, and it turned out really good. Holly always does a great job. She's just a natural at that. And I've told her, I said, you just need to come to the Bluff and help me all the time. That's what you need to head this thing up. But she's a whole lot prettier to look at than I am, as well as being talented and able to do what she does very well.
Good deal.
So it's going to be a great program this Saturday night, 9 o'clock.
All right, we'll be looking forward to that, and be sure to tune in each Saturday. Each Saturday night's the new program of Kingdom News Now. Jack Dilday and his wife, and it's Holly, right? Holly.
Yep.
And Holly and among others that are involved in the program, and they do a great job, and that's what's great about it. You bring in the local people that have their own life experiences that every one of us can learn from and take something away from. So that's what's great. So look forward to that each Saturday evening, and we replay all throughout the week at various times each day here on YHC. So again, Saturday evenings, 9 p.m. for each new program. Watch the weekly replays right here on YHC and online at YHCTV.com. So, Jack, anything else you'd like to share with the viewers out there?
Just let us know. If you're watching the program, hit us up on Facebook. Find me on Facebook. Go to Kingdom News Now on Facebook, and just let us know that you're watching the program. If it's been a blessing to you. If it's something you didn't like, let us know that too. But I'd really rather you just tell me what you like. No, seriously, let us know if you're watching the program. And I try to get on Facebook most every day and check the schedule here at YHC, and then set a status on Kingdom News page for people to, if you missed the program Saturday night, they can catch it again today at whatever time and such. And so try to do that. So if you are watching the program, just let us know. Let's hear from you.
Sure. All right. So look forward to that new program Saturday evening, 9 p.m. right here on YHC. And look forward to all the programs going forward with Kingdom News Now. And Jack, it's good to have you back here in studio, and we'll be doing more throughout each week, talking about the programming coming up, as well as all the people that you're reaching out to and talking with in the area. So we'll be looking forward to that this fall.
Sounds great. We look forward to it.
All right, Jack Dilday, everyone. Kingdom News Now, Saturdays at 9 p.m.